Okay, gonna try something different today. So this is Halls of Torment. I'm pretty sure other streamers have been playing this game for a little while. I really enjoy it. It's $5. It's a lot of fun for $5 for sure. And you slowly unlock different classes. I have all of the current classes unlocked. This game is in early access still, so some things are a little incomplete. But just to show that I have quite a bit unlocked here. So I have all the blessings at this shrine. These are kind of passive effects. I could just get the gold back. You can max it out. So you get gold, basically like a form of experience to upgrade your blessings. All these are from passive effects. So we've got range, we've got area, we've got force. Force is like a utility stat. Multi-strike, attack speed. You get the idea. There's this guy, this NPC. He also has items you can buy. You have to find them in the levels and pull them up through the well. An interesting mechanic, which means that you don't have it for the run if you pull it up through the well. We've got quite a few items already unlocked. This is one of my favorite kind of simple builds here. So we've got crit chance, crit damage, special charm that allows me to get other characters' stats, traits in the run, multi-strike, some defense, more defense, a lot of damage if you're low on health. This is fun to play with, but can also be pretty dangerous, especially on a character like what I've got equipped. The Sage is not a high health character. And then Mask of Madness, where you're constantly just losing a little bit of health, but gaining permanent bonuses elsewise. And you can actually take this off in the middle of the run and still have those bonuses. So if you find a different hat, different helmet in the run, you can wear that instead. And then during the run, you can get green items, which are upgrades. You can't start with green items, but they might have like 40% multi-strike or 40% health and defense. But they might also have something like bonus-based crit based on how long you've worn this ring, how many level ups you've had while you've worn that ring. So if you start with the ring and find it in the level, then you're going to have some good bonuses. There is a new level. There's two new characters. There's the Sage and the Landsknecht. No idea how that's pronounced, but I try my best. So this person has an arquebus, very high-powered kind of rifle thing. It has 0 base crit chance, but then your equipment and traits and stuff can very quickly pump that up to like 25 or even 100% if you're trying to go for that. It has a pretty good bonus there for crit. And then the grenades are an alternate thing. So every time you have a projectile on this character, you have a chance of throwing a single grenade. And then multi-strike will add more grenades every time it procs. And you can go more rifle focused, more grenade focused, or more balance focused on this character. So this character just came out, I think, a week ago or less than a week ago. So I've been playing around with that. It does feel a little weak on the grenade build, but that's maybe my own fault. I've been kind of forcing it, maybe. I don't know. So I have been able to beat a couple levels with him on the grenade build, so it's not terrible. It's just it just doesn't feel like as powerful as maybe some other builds could be. And then the Sage, I can get it to show the Sage. There, I'll look at a different character. So the Sage has no weapon, and instead gets a free ability at the beginning of a level, a round, and that ability has plus 50% damage. I do wish that was a multiplier instead of an additive value, because I already have tons of bonuses here. So like, I'm already starting with 35% bonus damage right here. So it's not as strong as it may seem. Most of the abilities are pretty strong anyways, so just starting with one is pretty good, but I wouldn't be against that being maybe changed to a lower number that's also a multiplier on all your damage for the main weapon. But yeah, characters get little stats as they level up. Defense, damage, area, multi-strike, attack speed, different characters have different things. So this character gets just a little bit of damage. So it's not uncommon to get to like level 80 or 100, especially where I'm at, where I have this huge experience bonus from doing challenges. A lot of challenges in here. Each one of these different. So this is the new Sage. I've just kind of run him a couple times, got him to level probably 70 or something on a mission. But I don't have the other quests here. So I'm going to do a lower level region to kind of unlock some stuff today. So let's actually select that character. And yeah, so I'm going to be kind of crit focused with some of this stuff. So I'm probably going to start with some lightning and move on from there. So let's do... This is a fun level. So when you beat a level, you unlock Agony. Agony is an auto-scaling difficulty. If you die, it goes down. They've changed this a couple times, so I may be out of date with how this works, but I believe it just keeps going up and up and up, and if you die, it goes down a whole degree, if you will. So it goes all the way to Agony 5. If you're not dying, you'll hit Agony 5, I think, pretty much guaranteed around 4.5 minutes or something like that. So this is normally the third level. I think there's 5 now. Okay. So we don't normally see this screen at the beginning, but because I am the Sage, I get a free ability. So I am going to start with Lightning Strikes. And I'm also... So when you beat a level, and there might be some other requirement to it, you also get a free tome, and tomes give you everything to start with. So I'm just going to go Meteor. I'm going to go full AoE, full untargeted spell. So again, for $5, I highly recommend this game. So we leveled up. We're going to do that a lot. I'm going to go for base crit chance. I'll talk about different mechanics as we go. Each round is 30 minutes, but it pauses when you go to this screen. So Force improves things like damage over time. It also improves things like knockback. It says that over there on the left side. But so burning damage from fire abilities, lightning shock damage, I think status effects, duration, punch through for projectiles, how many enemies they can pierce. It's pretty good. The mage or wizard or sorceress, whatever the class is called, I think it's sorceress. She uses chain lightning as a default attack, and it has a very narrow, like 1% angle, so you can get like 5 hits every time she attacks, but you can't really broaden the angle. But then it chains through enemies, and that chain is also based on force. So I take health pretty early a lot of the time. I find it kind of useful to get just some extra damage off of this this amulet here. Not a lot of damage, but you can just kind of walk through enemies, get down to like half health, and just kind of keep going. So since this lightning strike, this thunderstorm, is my main weapon, anything that says main weapon to it will just give me bonuses to that ability. Whereas this is generic global everything. And this is character, and this is global as well. Attack speed. Early attack speed, early damage, early multi-strike. Those kind of things are really good to just start off a run, because it'll give you early damage on the lightning. It'll give you quite an early experience bonus. The faster you get experience, the faster you get more damage or other stats. And essentially also the safer you are. So I have an amulet from the archer, or a charm from the archer. I don't want a mark, I think they call it, which allows me to take their weapon proficiency and their, I believe, stances. So I can take my own, and they just added this feature where you can right-click and see. So like this, you can see the variants here. So I can take attack speed or area effect. Or here I can take attack speed or base force. So I'm not sure what base force would do for lightning strikes. Probably just duration of something. Maybe it does multi-strike, I don't know. I'd have to look into that. Like area, range, and force here would be pretty good, or attack speed would be pretty good, or this right here affects all abilities. Base crit chance. I love crit chance, but for right now, I'm just going to go try not to pause too much on the trait screen. There are two types of defense in this game. There's regular defense and there's block. Block works like you'd probably expect it to if you're familiar with Diablo-likes, where it is a percentage chance to block the damage, and that percent goes up the higher your block value is. But the block value in this game is compared to the damage taken. And I am not fast enough to walk away from this guy, apparently. So, if I can find a movement speed. There we go. So those potions I was using, different potions do different things. So one of them that I was using, it rerolls your traits. Another one can reroll your item pickups. Another one can reroll your ability pickups. Not so useful for this class because he gets every ability anyway. Enemies move in kind of different zigzag patterns, where they kind of walk towards you and then walk sideways, or walk down and then up. So, but I am not doing very well here. I cannot seem to move away from the enemies. So, like I said, I haven't used this class much at all. Just like once or twice since it came out. One of the things I have discovered with the Sage is that because there's no base weapon, your attacks are kind of slow. You know, the 50% damage boost is great, but it feels pretty slow still. I mean, I could go with a different ability, like, let's see if we can find another movement speed, or this run's going to be over quick. Already died twice. That's all I get. I die another time, I'm over. So another one that you can do is Potion of Memories. So I can click this. It will save this in this slot, or at the top, I guess. Then you can pick something else. So I'd like to get like a base damage or something like that. And then this is pretty good too. So I'm going to save that for later. Take this. That allows you to take 2 in a category, well, 3 or 4 if there's that many there and you want to use all your memory potions. I tend to use a lot of my potions really early on just to get what I want. I don't re-roll so much as I use the special potions over here to like get rid of stuff. So this one gets rid of a trait forever. This one doubles a trait. That one's really powerful if you save it for later on. You might get abilities that do like plus 200 health or plus 100% damage or something like that. You can just get skyrocketing damage or crit chance or whatnot from that. And Potion of Memories allows you to take things like this, where I could take this Pierce and this Quick Draw at the same time. Only applies to my main weapon, but that does too. So I am going to take the attack speed here. I'm not going to use Potion. So I have never played Vampire Survivors. I know that this game is based on that kind of genre. I am probably going to die here. Character does not have movement speed. I'm going to die. Well, it's been a nice run once I die here. Oh, maybe I can get a... Nope. So, because I don't have a main weapon, it's really hard to break boxes. Boxes are where you're going to get potions and food and things like that. I think potions give 50 health. Food typically gives like 10. See if we can find another movement. Oh, we'll take health too. That works too. I'm also losing health from my mask that I'm wearing. Every 30 seconds I lose 30 health. So the gargoyles that are coming in from the side, they actually move in a kind of circular pattern. These soldiers move kind of in a grouped straight charge, march pattern. I do really like the AI. I mean, I like the mechanics in general of this game. I think it's very well built. And I am very close to dying here. Because the gargoyles are spinning around me, I've got to be careful not to get hit by them. That's it. That's it. Okay. Probably want to put on some different boots then, if that character's that slow. Let's see. Let's compare that to some other characters. Yeah, so that is the absolute slowest character. So I'll just keep the stream going here for a little while. It's been 18 minutes actually. I'll just pause the stream, do another take in a bit on another day. But yeah, so that's the Sage. I'm not very good at him yet. He is an interesting character. But yeah, I think I'm going to recommend running some movement speed on him. My movement speed boots. So that might be helpful. He does have only 4 movement speed instead of 5 like the other character classes. I could also do something like Firewalker boots. The burning effect would be useful. The base movement speed would be useful. I don't have these bought, but I could undo some of these blessings, like this last blessing for revives worth 25,000. I could definitely buy some equipment for that. So this one could be fun as well. As you move, you just get charge, shock around you, but it doesn't give movement speed. This one actually would make sense to also give movement speed, probably like the fire boots. Blazing Shell could be fun. You're going a very burn heavy build. Burn is kind of weak. I've seen some comments on the Steam forums about that as well. I kind of agree. I think there should be more stuff related to burn that can kind of work it out. For things like burn and crit, you can actually over crit and over burn. I don't remember what it's called. I think it's just direct burn is what they call it. If you get the max stacks of burn is 20. It does like 30 damage a second. So it's still decent damage. But I don't think it's as good as Electrify and Frost. I think fire damage is a little bit more mediocre. But you can get quite a few stacks there. And then every stack that you get after that just starts doing direct fire damage. So you could run something like this with something like that. And it might be good on this character. But this character has very low health as well. So let's see here. 250 base health. I seem to click that. Oh, I already clicked it. Okay. 300 health, 450, 350, 500, 400, 50. Yeah. So also has the lowest health, it seems. A lot of characters have no regen as well. It looks like the Warlock has no regen. Cleric has some regen. Cleric is a really fun class. If you're new to this game and you unlock the Cleric, run the Cleric. Just absolutely bonkers for damage. All of his damage is shared among all enemies that are hit, but he double strikes every single time. Possibly inspired by the Paladin Zeal in Diablo. So he just melee attacks like the Swordsman, the Cleric, the Shield Maiden, and the Norseman all have melee attacks. They attack in a triangle or a cone in front of them. And that is interesting. You can also manually attack. You can auto attack. Like you can auto aim, auto attack, stuff like that. You can also change your stuff over. But it's a fun game. I'll do some more videos on it. I don't want to make this video much longer. It's already 22 minutes. So I'm going to just stop it here. And see you again another day. Another Bastion video will be coming out tomorrow as well.